One of Middle Tennessee's organizations brought in a very special speaker to talk about why she is so against the war in Iraq and to encourage more people to feel the same. Reporter Kwamitra Wilburn has more on this story.
Last night, MT Solidarity invited Director of Organization with Iraq Veterans Against War, Maggie Martin, to come and speak about her experiences with the war in Iraq and why she is so against it.
Racism against the people of Kuwait and Iraq, sexism, and just a general environment of disrespect and dehumanization.
Iraq Veterans Against War is a nonprofit organization dedicated to informing people about what they say really happens overseas and why Americans need to withdraw support for the war and bring all troops home.
People feel like, oh, you know, we have to support the troops. They're good people. They don't deserve to be treated bad, or, you know, they sacrificed, whatever you think. And you can think all of those things, but it doesn't mean you have to support policies of war and occupation abroad.
Martin served in the war for 5 years, being deployed to both Kuwait and Iraq, and says being active in the war gave her a different perspective on not just U.S. soldiers, but on Iraqi and Afghani people in the war.
No, we didn't sign away our rights. We didn't sign away our lives. We are still humans. We are still people. And the people of Iraq and Afghanistan are people, and everyone deserves a level of basic human dignity. And that's not what you see in the military.
MT Solidarity member Micah Maloney says the event gives people a different perspective of the war in Iraq and U.S. servicemen and hopes people will be more open about issues taking place in foreign countries.
Veterans Day and, you know, militarism in general is kind of owned by corporations, it's owned by the U.S. government with an agenda attached to it.
Martin says that it may be hard to envision a different world free of unjust wars, but believes that the next generations will step forward to be that difference.
I think that especially young people are trying to do that and say, you know, we can't continue in the same way, and how can we imagine the world in a different way? How can we imagine foreign policy happening in a different ways?
Reporting for MT10 News, I'm Kwamitra Wilburn.
For more on Iraq Veterans Against the War and Maggie Martin, visit our website at www.mt10news.com.